Who would win, Fat Majin Buu or the entire cast of the Cell Saga? In this video I'm going to analyze the fighters to see who would come out on top, starting with the Cell Saga. The Cell Saga is composed of roughly 6 relevant fighters. These fighters are Grade 2 Vegeta, Grade 3 Trunks, Grade 4 Goku, the Cell Juniors, Super Perfect Cell, and of course Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Vegeta, Trunks, and the Cell Juniors all scale relative to each other, with Trunks and Vegeta holding their own against the Juniors during the Cell games. The Daizenshu claims that the Cell Juniors have power on the same tier as Cell. However, considering the actual performances, this statement is incredibly dubious. At best, these three would scale a little below a heavily suppressed Cell. Goku is someone whose power completely surpasses both Vegeta and Trunks' own strength. When Goku's fight with Cell begins, they are portrayed as relative to each other. Goku is able to react to Cell and his attacks, however it's clear that Goku isn't doing much damage to Cell in return. Eventually, Goku condenses all of his power into a Kamehameha, which manages to completely destroy Cell's upper half. This feat shows that Goku's maximum output can fight somewhat equally with a suppressed Cell. Super Perfect Cell is Cell's ultimate power. With this power, he would scale above everyone else previously by a large margin. However, he is still weaker than the final fighter in the Cell Saga, Gohan. Gohan, as a Super Saiyan 2 with a pep talk from Goku, is able to completely overcome Super Perfect Cell and his full power Kamehameha. Gohan is also able to one-shot the Cell Juniors from earlier in the list, showing the massive power gap between them. Gohan's power is only surpassed when Majin, Vegeta, and Goku turn Super Saiyan 2. With the Cell Saga's power explained, let's move on to Fat Buu and his inverse scaling. The first thing Buu does is bully and casually defeat Deborah. Deborah is someone who is at the same tier as or stronger than Super Perfect Cell. That's right, the first thing Buu does is bully someone on the same tier as the second strongest in the Cell Saga, placing him at bare minimum on the same tier as Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Eventually, Majin Vegeta, who has surpassed the power of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, comes to fight Buu and loses horribly. Eventually, he resorts to a self-destruction in an attempt to kill Buu. While the final explosion does damage Buu, he easily reforms himself and acts as if nothing happened to him, showing that Buu has complete superiority to any single Cell Saga fighter. While Buu is above any single Cell Saga character, what about a team? What if every Cell Saga character mentioned jumped Buu? Could they beat him? No. Buu is so massively above them that teaming up wouldn't do much. The only way I think they could even do anything semi-significant to Buu is if they performed a father-son Kamehameha, and even then Buu would just reform and destroy them. Here's how the fight would go. Trunks tries to restrain Buu, but boom! Buu easily breaks free and blows a hole straight through Trunks. Vegeta, enraged, does a Ki Blast barrage only to get similarly one-shot by Buu. Cell and his juniors charge in. Buu quickly turns the juniors into a paste before focusing his attacks on Cell. Goku and Gohan charge a father-son Kamehameha and blast it right at Buu as Cell ducks out of the way. The blast destroys Buu, but he just reforms, kills Goku and Gohan, and then turns Cell into a cookie instead of dealing with his regeneration. So there you go, Fat Buu beats the Cell Saga without much difficulty. Have a great day. Buu takes out.